So, how in the hell is the game left off the top 5 LA rappers? How is the game not in the top 5 LA rappers? Now, what happened is Complex Magazine. Complex, are they magazine or just Complex, right? Media. Complex Media. I'm gonna just say that. So they made a top 50 list. Every year to get people riled up, these publications comes with the top 50 list, the top 10, top 100, whatever. And they're always controversial because it's opinionated, right? There's nothing set in stone, not unless God himself came down and just wrote the top 50 rappers of all time, and then that's what he says is law, right? But people are going to agree with it or disagree with it. So Complex, they dropped a top 50 LA rappers, top 50 rappers from LA list. And the game got upset about it, rightfully so. Let's look at the list. I'm not going to go through all these names. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pay attention to the top 10. So, number one, you got Kendrick Lamar. I can agree with that. Number two, you got Snoop Dogg. I can't disagree with that. Number three, you got Ice Cube. I don't disagree with that. Number four, you got Dr. Dre. This is where things get a little tricky because Dr. Dre was a rapper, but it's hard to put him. I'd look at him more of a producer, even though he did rap. But I'm not mad at it. You want to put Dr. Dre right there, knock yourself out. Tyler, the Creator, at number 5. No. DJ Quick, okay. Ice T, what are we doing? Be Real, what are we doing? Easy E, shout out to Easy. I love Easy E. Number 10, Nipsey Hussle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what is wrong with this top 10? I can tell you what's wrong. There's one man in particular right here, name the game, that's listed at number 11. So you put Nipsey Hussle in front of the game. You put, no disrespect, I love Easy, but you put Easy in front of the game. You put Be Real, Ice T, DJ Quick, Tyler the Creator, hell, even Dr. Dre. You put all them above the game. Let's have a conversation about that. All right. RIP to Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey Hussle couldn't rap as well as the game. Nipsey Hussle don't have as many albums as the game. Nipsey Hussle hadn't sold as many records as the game. Let's be honest. Nipsey Hussle ain't even got no hits as much as the game. You put Easy E in front of the game. Now look, Easy E for sure. You know how I feel about Easy E. But rapper wise, right? Album wise, how are you going to put Easy E above the game? How are you going to put DJ Quick above the game? Now, I know they have certain criteria and all this other stuff, right? But when you're talking about, I get it. You got impact, legacy, and all this other stuff, right? But when you hear the word rapper, right? I don't see how you can put Tyler the Creator, Easy E, Nipsey Hussle above the game. How is he not even in the top 5? Let me look at that top 5 again. That top 5. So you got Tyler the Creator, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Snoop, and Kendrick Lamar. I'm not mad at Kendrick Lamar at all. I think arguably he is the number one. When you're talking about impact, legacy, body of work, Kendrick has arguably 4 classic rap albums. 4, right? People look at Good Kid, Mad City. They revere that as a classic. They revere To Pimp a Butterfly. I know I do personally. They revere Damn as a classic. Mr. Morale, not so much, but GNX that just came out, classic. So that puts him above everybody else. But I do have a problem with that. Now let's look at some of these other rappers that were listed on here. So you got who else do they got? They got MC8, Corrupt, which Corrupt is really from Ice T and Corrupt. Yeah, how the hell you put Ice T in front of the game? Ice T in front of the game? Ice T? Like, come on, man. But then it goes to MC Ren, all the. I ain't gonna go through everybody, but this is who it is right here. But yeah, I think that's BS, man. You can't put Ice T just because he acted in a lot of movies. Now, I know he did his thing from back in the day, and he's one of the reasons we have gangster rap. But in front of the game, the game puts out some dope projects. Now, am I saying that all of them are classic? No. But you look at the documentary, you look at the Doctor's Advocate, you look at the documentary 2. What else has he put out? Those albums right there are great. The Game puts out like Jesus Piece. He puts out quality bodies of work. Now they're heavily featured and stuff like that. Yeah, but bar for bar, ain't nobody on that list messing with The Game besides Kendrick. Now Snoop lyrically ain't to where The Game is, but Snoop altogether has multiple classics, or what you could look at multiple classic albums, but just Snoop altogether. I mean, Snoop is synonymous with the West Coast. When you think of West Coast music, you automatically think of Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? Snoop had dope albums on No Limit, a classic on Death Row, and then on his own Doggy Style imprint. You know, so I understand Snoop, I understand Kendrick, but Ice-T, now we have a problem. We have a problem with that. So let me look at let's see. Let's look at The Game. So The Game actually made his own list, right? The Game made his own list. And if I can find it. He said a few days ago, Complex Music dropped a list of top 50 LA rappers, and I don't know who gave final approval, but I get it. Players F up too. I was born and raised in this city, and I've never moved from it, left it more than 2 months, or abandoned it to call anywhere else home. I've lost brothers, family, friends. Excuse me. I'm not gonna read all that. Sincerely, the Coast Guard. All right, so we get it. So top 100 LA rappers from The Game. Let's look at the top 10. So you got Tupac, Snoop, Ice Cube, Kendrick Lamar, The Game, Corrupt, DJ Quick, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, Exhibit. Then you got Nipsey Hussle. All right, so I'm not gonna go through all that list, but the big thing here is Tupac. Do you consider Tupac from LA? That's, I think, the discrepancy a lot of people will have with this. And I love to ask The Game, why did he put Tupac as number one? Now, if we are going to say Tupac is from LA, I agree with this. I agree with this completely. If we're going to say Pac is from LA and we're going to stick to that, I'm all right with this. But Pac really, it's hard to put him above um everybody if he's not really from there. Like Corrupt and Ice-T too, because they're not from LA. They're from the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? But figuratively speaking, if we're gonna roll with this, okay, Tupac for sure. And then this is a good list in my opinion. Outside of that, because The Game put Kendrick Lamar, Ice Cube, Snoop, and Pac above him. The Game knows Kendrick is a better rapper than him, better overall artist than him. So I get that. Nipsey Hussle still is too high on the list for me. And I love Nipsey. I love Nipsey. But how do you put Nipsey above MC Ren? How do you put Nipsey above Schoolboy Q? How do you put Nipsey above Warren G? How do you put Nipsey above Mac 10? How do you put Nipsey above J Rock, Daz, Dub C? Come on, man. Nipsey is dope, but I mean, I'm talking about artist wise. I think that if Nipsey, and this is just me, if he wouldn't have passed away, would he be this highly revered? You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. That's just me. I'm not trying to, shit on Nipsey and nothing like that. But when I look at all these other LA rappers that I grew up listening to, I don't think Nipsey goes over them. You know what I'm saying? I think he gets a lot of praise for what he did while in rap. But as far as music wise, I don't know. Now, impact wise, I mean, he's more popular because he did pass away, but I'm not going to shit on Nipsey at all. Shout out to Nipsey. I think he's too high on that list, though. But The Game feeling upset that he wasn't in the top 5. He has every reason to feel that way, and I'm not mad at it. But you can't put Ice-T and Nipsey Hussle above The Game. The Game ain't even in the top 10 complex. That's ludicrous. That is ludicrous. The Game is one of the dopest artists I've ever heard from the West Coast. No BS. He puts together some of the dopest albums. Now, the thing is, I think what hinders The Game is that The Game uses a lot of different styles, and despite him being, doing corny stuff and everything like that, The Game is still certified one of the dopest artists, and he should be at least in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? The minimum top 10. Top 5 may be debatable, but the minimum top 10. So yeah, that's Complex. Yeah, that was messed up. But I understand Complex not putting Pac up there, because if we're talking about Pac, Tupac is number one. If you're gonna say he's from the West Coast for real, say he's really from LA, Pac is definitely number one, and I give Kendrick number two for sure. Pac number one. But if we're not gonna say Pac is from the West Coast, he ain't really from there, then you got to put Kendrick in number one. Seriously, you know what I'm saying? And it's debatable. All of this is debatable because some people may put Ice Cube in front of him. Some people may put Snoop in front of him. I'm not mad at that either. If somebody would say Snoop is number one, wouldn't be mad at that. Somebody say Ice Cube is number one, I wouldn't be mad at that. All right. But it starts getting a little tricky when you put Tyler the Creator, Nipsey. I'm like, come on, y'all. Over all those other legacy artists. Come on, man. But anyway, y'all let me know in the comments. Do you agree with the game being left off from the top 10 or let alone top 5? You know, from Complex Magazine. I think it's ridiculous. But y'all let me know in the comments what you think. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure, of course, that you subscribe to my channel, which is youtube.com/ResView. Do that right now for me, please. And also hit the like button or the dislike button. It is all good. All right. I will catch y'all on the next episode. Peace.